Almost every major motion picture today which incorporates hazardous stunts uses stuntmen to double for the star. Well, here, stuntman Frank Orsatti doubles for Arnold in a fiery leap to the hood of the moving car. Another dangerous stunt successfully completed.
On this movie, I was not about to do 100% of my stunts. The stunts were very, very dangerous on this film, and this is why I was not attempting to try to do it like in Conan, you know, where I do my own stunts.
However, when the camera needs a close-up of the leading actor, a double cannot be used. Arnold must actually hang on to the hood of the car as it races backward. And to create the illusion that the Terminator is partially on fire, the special effects team sprays two interacting chemicals over Arnold's body to create the smoke effect. Then, at the last minute, a rubber cement-type material is brushed onto his clothing and placed on fire. And the cameras begin to roll.
Window punch.
Then there are illusions that even Arnold's massive strength can't create. Now, this is when the mechanical effects team, headed by veteran Roger George, is called in to create movie magic. He's also in charge of creating the fire and explosions in the film. Jim and Roger discussed the operation of a specially designed pneumatic arm and fist that will be used for the first time in a motion picture to create the illusion that Arnold is punching through a windshield. Everything must go right on the first try, so the stunt is rehearsed and timed over and over again. There's no margin for error. Timing is everything. One miscue by Arnold or any of the crew would mean that the scene would have to be shot again, and the windshield in the car would have to be replaced. A very costly and time-consuming process.
I've seen things where windshields have been broken, and I've done it with breakaway glass, and I've never been satisfied that it looks right. And we had to play several consecutive scenes after that with that windshield in view, because that car then goes out into a car chase, and it had to look like a real windshield had been broken. So I talked to some special effects people, the mechanical effects people on the film, and we determined that we had to use a real windshield. So the question was, how do we generate the force to get through a real windshield on camera? So we built a steel fist that weighed, I don't know what it weighed, 15, 20 pounds, something like that, and put it on a pneumatic ram that had 300 foot-pounds of pressure behind it, and set it up on a rig. Now, unfortunately, the rig was not mobile. It couldn't be moved at the speed that I wanted the car to be moving, because the car is in motion. So, but you can create the illusion that the car is moving by moving the background. So that's how we wound up putting 45 feet or 50 feet of brick wall on the side of a tractor trailer and moving it the opposite direction by the car with a fixed camera. The illusion works quite well. You really believe that you're moving with a moving car at the moment that it takes place. And then, of course, we put Arnold in front of the hydraulic ram, pneumatic ram, and we have the illusion that he punched through a windshield on a moving car.
Hey!
Turn the E-fan up. You like?
Act right.
Cut.
Cut. Right on.
Nice work, effects.
Boy, that team effort really paid off. The next segment of this action scene is carefully discussed between stunt coordinator Ken Fritz, the director, and Arnold's stunt double Frank Orsatti. It's the continuation of the alley scene, where the Terminator is clinging to the moving car as it races into the streets and crashes into a parked car. Once again, Arnold is brought in for a close-up shot from the sidewalk after being thrown over the cars.
Whatever is will be taken away, and then
You almost don't look at him as you slam his
Oh, yeah,
head.
absolutely,
You're
yeah.
already thinking about how you're going to get in
into
and
the
what you're going to
car and
offer.
using the car as an object for the next move, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
A discussion with Jim, Arnold, and the actor playing the police officer takes place to rehearse and time out exactly the physical assault on the officer in the film. Special padding is placed under the outer clothing of the actor to avoid injury when Arnold slams him into the door.
Back, and you go like this, yeah.
Like that.
Then I can go in.
Yeah, and that throws him well clear. That's what I want out there.
And now that you've seen what goes into the production of just one 90-second action scene shot over a 2-night period, let's take a look at the completed scene as it appears in the actual film.
Cut!
This is 1L19. I got a hit-and-run felony. Suspect vehicle, late model, gray Ford, headed westbound on 7. He's really moving, punching lights all the way. I'm gonna need an ambulance at 7th and Broadway right now. Hey, hold it! Oh! Oh! Oh, nah!
We'll be back with more of the making of right after this.